I've just arrived back in the Pell's Gate Gallery this morning. I had another night in the Roaming Spirits Inn and a lot of time to reflect on what happened yesterday, which was we found out the real thieves and the real murderer, which turned out not to be Solomon White after all, because of course Solomon White was murdered. But in Solomon's confession we found out that Darren Oslin, the head of the aquariums, had actually been the mastermind behind the theft, and he had killed Hannah.
What is it
and
now?
Also Solomon. So he has two murders on his hands. So today what we'll do is head to Darren Oslin's office and give a search, because if you recall in Solomon's confession there was a big clue given as to the whereabouts of the crown, because Darren didn't tell Solomon where the crown was. He only said, when Solomon asked where the crown, laughed and said that it was sleeping with the fishes. Well, that's a pretty obvious clue there, that it's somewhere in the aquarium section. It's lunchtime, between 12 and 2. Darren's out of his office, so we need to search and see if we can find the crown, or at least some indication as to where the crown is. It's not going to be in the small aquariums, of course, because they're a little bit too small. Let's check out his desk. Excellent, we're going to need those. And here are the aquarium keys. Darren is in charge of the aquariums, and just up here is access to the two huge aquariums through a manhole each that we passed through on the way here, and where Hannah's actually still hanging around one. So the next step is to search the aquariums themselves. Darren said the crown was sleeping with the fishes, so I think that's pretty obvious. It's in one of these aquariums, but I think what I will do first off is take a little precaution here. I don't particularly want to drown in here. Here is the first aquarium, and poor Hannah's still in here, actually in the aquarium. And we can see out into the corridor here and the other aquarium over the other side. So we're going to take a really quick look here. Oh, there's a barrel at the bottom. Nope. I don't see any other place where the crown could be hidden. So let's get out of here and head over and check out this aquarium. And I think before we do, I'm just going to make sure I can breathe still. And let's head straight in. Right, so in the second aquarium, across there you can see Hannah. And let's just check out here, see if there's anywhere that the crown could be hidden. This chest? No. Oh, there's another chest down here. No. It's good Darren had those scrolls. Oh, there's a lovely seahorse. There's a wreck of a ship here, and that looks like a chest behind a ship. Let me just see if I can make my way back here. There we go. And there it is! Right. The Septim Crown. We have it. We have found it. We have outsmarted Darren Oslin and found the crown. And let's just take a quick look here. That was a pretty smart hiding place, but we found it anyway. And that is the Septim Crown that was stolen. The original, not the fake cheap ones they sell in the gift shop. That's the actual Septim Crown. Right, we have a confession, we have the crown, and we have proof in the form of the hairs that Solomon tore from Darren's head in the struggle as Darren was killing him. There's the man himself. Hello. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything suspicious. Yeah, run. So right now what we are going to do is track down the curator, give her everything we've got now, and see what happens from there. I think what we'll do is... poor Solomon. There he is. we'll go through and you can see how all the loose ends are tied up. So it's pretty smart of Solomon, I think, to hide his confession like that. If he hadn't, I doubt Darren would ever have been caught.
Well met.
And hopefully, hopefully, the curator is actually in. Yes, there she is. Okay.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Right, I've solved a theft. Excellent. Give me the evidence and the crown, please. I will take a look. So she's taken the Septim Crown, Solomon's confession, and the hairs that we took from Solomon's hand that he was clutching. Is it enough to arrest Darren? What? Oh, yes it is. I just can't believe that it was Darren all along. But it's right here in Solomon's confession. The blonde hairs you found are certainly damning evidence as well. So what will happen to Darren? He'll be sent straight to the gallows. No need for a trial. Justice for poor Solomon and Hannah. I'm sure you'll see his corpse swinging from the gallows the next time you pass them, and quite rightly so. So what now? Well, now the theft is solved, there's no need for you to be a staff member, so I will need the key back, please. Of course, there's the matter of the reward. Here it is. Also, your wages for the work you did as my secretary, a further 400 septims. Thank you, and good luck in your next venture. So she's taken back the master key. We got 1,000 gold reward and 400 gold for our, I think it was, what, 5 days working as a secretary. So kind of low wages, yeah. Less than 100 per day. It might have been 6 days, actually, we've been working. So now we have the murderer, but I think what we're going to do is follow up on everything, just so you can see how all the loose ends are tied up. I think that's pretty important when you have a quest. Tie up the loose ends and make it obvious how your actions have actually affected everything. Your actions actually do affect the town. It doesn't just end there. So let's head out into Pell's Gate itself. There's 2 things we're going to look at here. Firstly, and the people, they act real quick around here, as you can see. There's someone hanging from the gallows. It's Darren Oslin. It's Darren Oslin. He's dead. You give the body a poke, just to be sure. You get no response. Right, they were quick. But justice is served for poor Hannah and Solomon, who was just basically a pawn in Darren's master plan. So that's not the end of it. What we need to do next is head over here and we will find that the news has changed. Darren Oslin hanged for theft and murder. In fact, there's an article written on it as well. The famed Septim Crown, the most valuable piece on display in Pell's Gate Gallery, has been found. According to our sources, the thieves were Solomon White and Darren Oslin, who stole the crown and hid it in the gallery aquarium with the intent of retrieving it when it was no longer being searched for, which was a pretty good plan. They were going to wait a year. The Thieves Capture was due to the efforts of the curator, who hired an investigator to discover the location of the crown. However, during the course of the investigation, Darren Oslin added to his nefarious crimes by murdering Hannah Phelan and then his partner in crime, Solomon White. The crown has been returned to the Royal Jewels display and Darren Oslin has been hanged for his crimes. So we made the local news, which is pretty good. This news will change, I think, a few more times, if I recall correctly, based on what you do in the town. Actually, yes. Yes. There are a couple more quests. Some very short, at least one more quest that's really long. So that news changes, which I like. It makes it more dynamic. And that's something I'd like to take into all future quests that I actually implement in all future games. Have that dynamic effect. What you do actually has an effect.
Thanks for asking.
And I'm going to show you a few more areas where things, loose ends are tied up and not just left. As you can see, Solomon White has gone. They took down his body and I'm sure they gave him a decent burial. And moving on to here. And I guess right now they're looking to hire another head of the creature displays, but I think we'll just check out the aquariums here. Yep, she's gone. They finally dragged Hannah out of the aquarium. Finally. So that's all cleared up. Now there's one... Oh, nope, two more things. Let's just check out the Royal Juice display. We were told that the Septim Crown would be put back on display. So let's have a look, see if that's true. Yes, it is. There it is, the Septim Crown. Kind of has me thinking there. I mean, we got, what, 1,000 for solving this? And that crown was worth, what, 1 million? Thoughts? Could have kept the crown, really, and kind of... Well, okay. That is actually part of a future quest. There's one more thing I want to show, and I should have shown it right at the beginning of the quest. If you were stuck, you have no idea. I mean, I was able to do this without a walkthrough or hints or anything. There were a couple of moments when I was like, what do I do next? Check the pigeonhole, which is a good rule of thumb in this quest. If you're not sure where to go next, check the pigeonhole in your office. But if you're absolutely stuck, you can come here, head into the forest display, and take a good look at the mushrooms. Stick that here. Aha! This here little mushroom at the back, just at the end of this deer's bottom. So take the magic mushroom to an office. And here...
Hello.
Is me.
What do you want?
Oh, hello. You must have been sent by Margaret. I am Shezrie, the creator of Shezrie's Towns. Yes, I need a walkthrough. Right, a walkthrough for the quest of the Stolen Crown. I didn't use journal entries in the quest as I was trying a very different approach. Yeah, I couldn't do the quest in a regular quest setup. More of an old school approach, but no matter, here's the walkthrough. Tell me, are you enjoying Pell's Gate so far? Yeah, I'm loving it so far. Excellent. I worked very hard on it over the past 3 years. Although I cannot take credit for everything, I used so much of other modders' work. That's true. While you're here, you should take a look at that book over there. It lists all the modders whose work was used. If you haven't already, make sure you take a very close look at the contents of the display case in the Royal Hotel on the 2nd floor. We've checked that out. I did a whole video on that quest, in particular the cleaver. Also, if you examine the sign in front of the door in the undead display, then go and talk to Margaret about it. She will give you a key to go through that door and into the Botanical Gardens, but she will only give you the key if you appreciate the gallery. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Come on. Okay, so here's just a couple of questions you can ask me. Answer to life's ultimate question. The answer is yes, there are girls on the internet. Do you have a favourite character? Definitely. My favourite is Margaret, the gallery curator. She is a no-nonsense kind of woman with a kind heart. So, yeah, actually, she's still my favourite. Yes, if you're planning on robbing houses, you need to look out for safes hidden behind paintings, openable chests, purses that NPCs have hidden. Also keep an eye out for any windows that you can enter through. Make sure to keep an eye on news billboards as they will change. When they do change, check for a new Black Horse courier paper. Explore very carefully as there are many features and things that you may miss. That's true. Oh, okay, so I'd better be going. Yes, I'd better get back to work. Margaret is insisting on some new gallery exhibits. I hope you really enjoy the rest of Shezrie's towns. It was wonderful to meet you. Goodbye. So that's probably the only character I could really voice properly. And as you can see around her office, this is Woodland Village. Pell's Gate, of course. Oh, that was the avatar I was using back in the day. There is Haven Bay, and that is, oh, Woodland Village as well. Oh, and this is Ravenview Village, which I cover in some other videos. So I placed this little office back here because it was kind of fun. And people were asking for a walkthrough to the quest, which I thought she gave me. I hope she gave me the walkthrough. Yes. Here we go. The entire walkthrough of the entire quest to find the Septim Crown. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's extra. Okay. Yep. So, long walkthrough that takes you step by step there. Over here is a book of credits, modders' work that was used. Back in the day, there was, and in fact now, a lot of mod theft going on. And of course there still is. And of course when they take a mod, they take out the author's name, they remove the credits, they remove anything that would tell you that who made the mod or anything. A lot of mod thieves would do this and then post it sometimes as their own. Well, I was concerned that this would be taken and that all these people whose work has contributed massively to the making of a mod, you know, it would just be forgotten. And I put this book in here to make sure that that didn't happen. It's most unlikely that most mod thieves actually can't mod themselves, so they wouldn't find this book and they wouldn't be able to remove it. So the mod credits would always be with the mod, which is really important because so much in this mod was made by so many other people. So they get to stay as part of the mod forever. And then I was in...
Please, go ahead.
I put me in here as well as the mod author, basically. And it was a fun way to give people a walkthrough. Right, so that is the quest wrapped up. And there was one brief more thing I need to show, or I may as well show while we're here before we're actually finished with the gallery. There is another quest, and that's a quest to steal the Septim Crown. And that's not as long as this. I thought this quest was 1 hour long. I thought it would take an hour to get through this, but I think I'm at 3 hours of video, or almost 3 hours of video, and I've walked straight through the quest. So I was quite surprised how long the quest actually is.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Oh, where did she... Ah, I've forgotten what I should do. Okay. We're going to take a quick look at this one last exhibit, and I'm going to hurry because this video is going on way too long. But I forgot what I was supposed to do here, which was, as Shezrie said, examine this under construction sign. Under construction, the curator should know when it will be open to the public, because we want to take a look at this hidden exhibit.
Yes.
And I'm afraid in order to get to this exhibit, we're going to have to do some sucking up to the curator.
Good day,
Margaret. When will the new area be open? Hopefully within the next few months. So what do you think of the gallery? Meh. It's alright, but a bit boring. Yeah, very nice indeed. I enjoyed it. Absolutely magnificently incredible. Yeah, we have to suck up. I'm so glad that you appreciate it. It's so nice to meet someone who appreciates the hard work. This is the only answer that will get us in that exhibit. You've made my day. Please take this key. It will allow access to the newest exhibit, the Botanical Gardens. It is not yet open to the public, but I'm sure you will enjoy it. Its entrance is through the Undead exhibit. Enjoy. Right, we can go, and I think we'll end this quest walkthrough and this video by having a look at this last exhibit. Right through here. There we go. The sign still stays there. And here we are in the Botanical Gardens. Very pretty. What time is it? Oh, no wonder it's so dark. Never mind. Yeah, I know it doesn't fit in with the gallery design, but there's not a lot in the gallery that kind of makes a heck of a lot of sense. So, oh pretty. So pretty. Lovely sitting area. Little bridges. And this was the last exhibit I made in the gallery and released it in an update. But I thought it would be fun to make you have to work to get in there. So, I'm going to have a nice long rest. Enjoy this botanical garden. Enjoy the scenery. And that is actually the end of the quest to find the Septim Crown. And pretty much you've seen the entire gallery. There's other quests in the gallery I've covered in other videos. And there's yet more quests that I haven't actually videoed at all. But I hope you've enjoyed watching this. And I'm sure I will see you later with more videos. And hopefully more walkthroughs. But we'll have to see. And see you later.